Welcome. I am Dr. Jessica Mueller, and I'm here to talk to you today about Protandim and Nrf2 Synergizer, the components and the research. And we're going to go through all of that today. So we're going to start off by talking about what nutrigenomics is. So nutrigenomics is the study of how the food or nutrition that we put in, how it changes our gene expression. And this is not the latest trend. This is definitely the movement of the future. So if you haven't heard about this yet, you definitely will. So on the simplest level, we are but 37 trillion cells. And this product, our Protandim and Nrf2 Synergizer, is a cellular activator. So it doesn't necessarily turn things up or turn them down. It provides balance. So whatever the body needs, whether it is a gene turned on or a gene turned off, that is the purpose of this, to activate the body to a higher potential. And what happens with this product is that within every cell, there's a protein messenger called Nrf2, nuclear erythroid-like factor 2, Nrf2 for simplicity. And when we activate the cell with our Nrf2 Synergizer, that protein messenger attaches to our DNA and it causes an expression of certain genes. In this case, there are many genes that are affected, but one gene that is in particular affected and that is of importance is our body's ability to produce its own antioxidants. It causes basically, like we said with nutrigenomics, a different expression of our genes. And so with this case, we have the production of antioxidants going up. So instead of producing them at a low or a minimal level or not at all, we start producing them at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every single second. So why would it be important to produce antioxidants? All of you have probably heard of antioxidants, and maybe you've even heard of free radicals. So in normal everyday processes in our body, we release free radicals as byproducts of normal reactions. But we also produce them in higher amounts when our body's exposed to toxic situations, whether it's something in our environment, in our food, or even in our thoughts. But we produce these free radicals and they cause cellular damage. And when that cellular damage is more than our ability to neutralize them with free radicals, we have what is called oxidative stress. It means that the bad is better as outweighing our good, our ability to control it. So what happens with this when we produce our own, we have proven to lower oxidative stress load by an average of 40% in 30 days. Remember, it's a cellular activator, so synergizer. It synergizes things, balancing. So we see that we have the only product that has been proven to do that, natural or synthetic. And it supports our natural cellular repair and rejuvenation. And it's also the only product proven to extend lifespan. In male mice, it extended median lifespan by 7%, which is about 5 years in humans. And it has these 5 natural components in it. So if you are on here, perhaps you've already heard of Protandim Nrf2, and perhaps you haven't. So we're going to go into these 5 components that are across the bottom individually, and then we'll talk about them in this product. I'm going to go over some of this a little bit quicker because there's a ton of research here, and I don't want to bore you, but I just want you to realize that each of the products individually has a lot of benefit, but when we put them together, we have even a cumulative effect as well. So milk thistle. This obviously contains powerful antioxidants. It's best known for its effects on liver health, but it's showing functions in other ways as well. So with the liver, we see a reduction in inflammation, and there's just a lot of studies on that. Weight loss, inhibiting inflammation with allergic asthma. Pancreatic functions, It alleviated inflammatory response associated with liver damage and insulin resistance. With cholesterol, we see a decrease in total cholesterol and LDL, triglycerides, and liver markers as well. And type 2 diabetics had beneficial effect on improving their glycemic profile. With epithelial cancer, it inhibited the growth of colorectal cancers and tumors in mice. In breast cancer, it inhibited the MCF7 human breast cancer cells, caused cell death and a loss of their viability. Also inhibited the cell's growth and induced their death. Immunity, it helps to boost our immune system, benefits our skin as an anti-inflammatory, and prevents inflammatory skin diseases. Bone loss, preventing estrogen deficiency-induced bone loss, improves cognitive function. So it's protective for the brain, especially in things like Alzheimer's or learning and memory impairments and other neurodegenerative diseases. Bacopa, this is the second component, memory and recognition. Oops, sorry. For people with decline in brain function, mental control, logical memory, paired associated learning. There's a neurocognitive enhancement, cognitive enhancing effects in healthy humans. The third component is ashwagandha. 1 second here, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Ashwagandha, the third component, is classified as an adaptogen, meaning that it can help your body to manage stress. It's been used for thousands of years in Ayurvedic and Indian cultures, but it's been shown with diabetes to reduce blood sugar levels, as a hypoglycemic, a diuretic, hypocholesteremic agent, and has no adverse effects. Anti-cancer properties as well, causes apoptosis, which is a programmed death of cancer cells, and impedes the growth of new cancer cells, so that cancer cells become easier to kill. In breast cancer, it reduced the number of mammary carcinomas. Chemokine was reduced by 50%. The rate of cell division goes down. In lung cancers, we see a protective role, inhibiting free radical mediated cell damage, stabilization of membrane-bound enzyme profiles, and decreased lipid peroxidation. In colon cancer, there's also an immunomodulatory effect there too. In the brain, we see a beneficial effect on cancer in the brain too. Ovarian cancer, a 70 to 80% reduction in tumor growth and prevention of spreading of it, alone or in combination. Ashwagandha has also been shown to be helpful as far as reducing cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone that we release when we're in stressful situations. Oops, sorry. And then because of that, we see a reduction in stress and anxiety, and it may have an important role with sleep disorders, muscle spasms, seizures, depression, all kinds of things. May help to reduce inflammation, reducing inflammatory markers, and improving insulin sensitivity. Also is being looked at as a treatment for arthritis and helping to fight infection. It helps decrease C-reactive protein. Sorry. May lower cholesterol levels and triglyceride levels. Decreases blood fats. Lowers total cholesterol by as much as 53% and triglycerides by nearly 45%. May improve brain function and memory. You can see the list for these things is pretty significant. I'm not sure why it's going like this. Oh, go back. Green tea extract. It's high in antioxidants, including polyphenols called catechins, or EGCG, which is the most researched one, have shown that green tea extract increases the antioxidant capacity of the body and protects against oxidative stress. Oops. Again, promotes heart health, decreases inflammation, and helps reduce blood pressure. Lowers triglycerides and total and LDL cholesterol. So your total cholesterol will go down, and also the bad cholesterol, which is our LDL cholesterol. And given the high blood pressure and high blood fat levels are risk factors for heart disease, regulating them can obviously promote heart health too. It's good for the brain, protects cells from oxidative stress, can help with mental decline and things with different neurodegenerative conditions, decreases the action of heavy metals, helps memory by enhancing the connection between different parts of the brain. Liver function, reduces inflammation, decreases liver enzymes, liver fat content, inflammation, and oxidative stress. There's a cancer or chemoprotective and therapeutic potential against certain cancer sites, controls unwanted proliferation of cells, imparting strong cancer chemopreventive as well as therapeutic effects. Different study that was produced showed 3% for a green tea group compared to 30% for the control group as far as their possibility or likelihood of developing cancer. Shows an enhancement of apoptosis, suppression of cell proliferation, and inhibition of angiogenesis. So this is just really powerful as far as cancer goes. Green tea extract may be good for the skin, for aging and acne, elasticity, inflammation, premature aging, and cancer that's caused by UV rays. Blood sugar, enhanced insulin sensitivity and regulation of blood sugar, improved insulin sensitivity again, decreasing fasting blood sugars, lowering levels of hemoglobin A1C, which is an indicator of blood sugar levels over the past 2 or 3 months versus just a single incident. Turmeric, or curcumin, is the main active ingredient in turmeric, and its benefits are for your body and your brain. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Started back up when Indians have known for a long time. They have used it for years and years. Chronic low-level inflammation has a major role in almost every chronic Western disease, including Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, metabolic syndrome, degenerative diseases, and obesity. It matches the effectiveness of some anti-inflammatory drugs without the side effects. It blocks certain genes related to inflammation. It's a bioactive substance that fights inflammation at the molecular level as well. It helps with oxidative damage, fatty acids, proteins that could happen to your fatty acids, your proteins, or your DNA. It boosts the activity of your body's own antioxidant enzymes and provides a protective effect in multiple systems in our body, including the liver, kidney, and brain. It's associated with glutathione production, superoxide dismutase, and catalase as well. A 1-2 punch against free radicals. It blocks them directly and also stimulates your body's own antioxidant defenses too. It boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factors to protect the brain. And many conditions, brain disorders, have been linked to decreased levels of that same brain-derived neurotrophic factor. So boosting it is good in many ways. Positively affects your risk of heart disease as well. improving the function of the endothelium, reverses many steps in the heart disease process, regulates blood pressure, blood clotting, leads to improvements again in endothelial function, 65% decreased risk of experiencing a heart attack in a curcumin group versus a control group. Different versions of cancer. It affects cancer growth and development and spread at the molecular level. Look at all these types that it's been reported to affect multiple targets in leukemia, lymphoma, GI, GU, breast, ovarian, head and neck, squamous cell, lung, melanoma, neurological, and sarcoma. And then, of course, we have the neurodegenerative conditions. It does cross the blood-brain barrier. It's anti-inflammatory and helps with oxidative damage and helps with the buildup of protein tangles in the brain. Arthritis. The curcumin group showed a highest percentage of improvement in their scores and better than the drug-related group, and did not report any adverse side effects. And also depression. It's led to improvements that were similar to Prozac, again, without the side effects. Curcumin boosts that brain neurotrophic levels and boosts the brain neurotransmitter serotonin and dopamine. So what happens when you properly combine all 5 of those ingredients together to create a synergy? And that is what we're going to talk about, how this product is different than you just picking up those 5 components and taking them as well. Nrf2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. This was cited in 2015 in this journal. Synergy is where the action is greater than the sum of the parts. So when you use them individually, you're going to see benefit, but when you use them together, you get an even more powerful benefit. So all 5 ingredients together produced an 18-fold increase in the expression of the antioxidant gene. Don't mind the little noises here. I'm home with my newborn. So this one shows the control group and then the amount of activation of the Nrf2 pathway. Ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, and curcumin separately. And then look at our Protandim product. It's much stronger. These are the journals that have peer-reviewed published journals where we have articles written on this particular product, not on its components, on the exact blend. And it's been studied by many major universities and institutes and supported also by many as well, as you can see there. Oregon State University describes Nrf2 like this. When it finds a problem, Nrf2 essentially goes back to the cellular nucleus and rings the alarm bell, where it can turn on up to 200 genes responsible for cell repair, detoxification of carcinogens, which are cancer-creating things, protein and lipid metabolism, and antioxidant protection and other actions. In their report, scientists called it a longevity assurance factor. So, and it's not just natural people that are studying this, right? This is published in a multiple sclerosis journal by a drug company called Biogenetic, and they produced a synthetic drug for MS and compared it against Protandim. And what they concluded was, interestingly, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Wow, you guys. How many times do you really find a drug company that instead of promoting their drug, then promotes your natural product as a better alternative? And Protandim costs $40.99 a month, so about $120 for a 3-month supply, and a 3-month supply of this drug called Tecfidera is about $52,000, and it doesn't have the same benefit. We've been covered on NBC, Wall Street Journal, Today Show, ABC News, PBS, and Dr. Phil. We have 7 U.S. patents and 4 international patents for its specific effects, including anti-inflammatory, antioxidant producing, and anti-aging, detoxification, and more. Look at those. So essentially, Nrf2 is part of a biohacking system that I like to use called the Vitality Stack, where we have our Nrf2 Protandim product paired with another cellular activator called Nrf1, and then we have a powerful probiotic and a very specific omega product. Then we have Nrf2 activation for our skin with a skincare line to reduce that oxidative stress from the outside in. And we have Protandim for our 4-legged friends, because we know that their oxidative stress load is 7 times that of a human. And then we have Nrf2 activation for our brain. We see up to 3,000 genes specifically targeted at neurotransmitter function that are affected by this Axio drink. It's a powder you add to water, very powerful. And then, of course, we have a holistic smart weight management line. Nrf2 Protandim is really one of these category-creating products. The first patent and first study were published in 2003. So here we are 15 years later, and nothing has compared. And it's not just our company doing the research on this product. So if you need more information, please get back to me or whoever shared this video or link with you. Have a wonderful day.